Hey, welcome back everyone. And here we have the reissue of the Headmaster Hardhead. This is a Walmart exclusive, and it's a reissue from the Titans Return mold. And we'll be going through this, opening this up here on camera here, and then we'll be doing some comparisons with the Titans Return version of the mold and the Japanese Legends version of the mold. So let's go on ahead and get started. I'm going to set these little guys aside and let's get this package open. Alright, and first of all, before I do that, let's take a look at the package. Now, this is looking pretty nice. Very G1 kind of looking thing here, and they have like Duro's Headmaster here. I guess that's what he was called. And you can see he's in his vehicle mode. On the top, you've got the changes, like change, finished. And then you've got on the back, and then you also have the art of Fortress Maximus versus Scorponok, and all the other guys here in that artwork. And then of course you have the tech spec. Very nice stuff. Cool. And UPC code. Alright, cool. Well, let's get this thing open. And out of its packaging. Alright, it's pretty nice packaging. I will try my best to keep it for my own display purposes. Even though, you know, it's like I've never owned the original Headmasters, so it's kind of no, actually I did. I had Chrome Dome, that was it. So, and I do have the reissue of Fortress Maximus, the Encore version. Had some issues, but all in all, I kind of enjoy that one. I got that one from Big Bed Toy Store. Alright, let's get this thing slid out again. This is a really hard, what do you call it? This is like cardboard. There we go, look at that. You know, so if you want to repack it, you can. So let's set that aside. Alright. Yeah, this is really nice. Here we go. We've got the G1 style instructions here, you know, and they show you, you know, this is kind of how they used to look. This thing here is like a safety sheet or something. Alright, and then we've got, you know, the directions, how to do things. Cool. Let's set this aside. And let me get this, hold on a second, guys. I forgot. Okay. Sorry guys, I had to walk away for a second and get my snips. So, snip, snip, and snip. And that's pretty much what we're dealing with. Plastic twist tie, or whatever, there's zip ties. I hate these things, by the way. Years ago they used to use paper ones. Anyway, so we got that. Let's go ahead and pop out the Headmaster, the gun, and we'll pop out this. And right away, I can see that there's some big, I already have some interesting changes here. Let's get these in there. Alright. I'll put this back in the box. And I've got a nice little collection of these now, so including the other like G1 Walmart packaging. Alright, let's take a look at this guy. Let's take a look. So yeah, this came off. So it comes off on all of them, and you can see there's a it's got a hole right there, and you can just plug that back in there. And one of the gimmicks on this is that it actually is it's a seat for the Headmaster. You can take this, fold it up, and then fold it back there, and then you can seat your Headmaster in here. And then you can, you can mount the gun here, just like that. It looks like he's mounting a big old gun. but that's alright. I'm not going to be doing that. Wow, this is really kind of a loose peg. Maybe that's part of it. Let's get you out of the way. Alright. Alright, let's check this out. Close this back down. Hardhead. Okay, so this is pretty nice. So we've got a black Autobot symbol right there, and painted part on this green plastic, and you got the two Autobot symbols, and then you've got this silver, and then the red on top of it picked out, and then you've also got this this transparent plastic for this for the cockpit, and then it's painted green on top, I noticed, so that's kind of interesting. I wonder if that's to match the original toy look, or a little bit better with the toy look. So, and then of course you can put Duros in here, and he sits in there just fine. Cool. And then there's the back, there's the bottom side right there, and you can see the treads there. Nothing else going on there. Actually, this is, man, there we go, a little tight there. You gotta push these in so that they're kind of there. But this, all in all, looks pretty nice. I do like this. And here is the Titans Return version, and you can kind of take a look at that in vehicle mode. And then, of course, here it is with the Japanese Legends version. And you'll notice right away that this is a darker kind of a plastic here. This green is actually a darker green than this shade here, and that's from the Titans Return. The Autobot symbols are also placed a little bit, they're a little bit bigger and placed a little bit further down than this one. The Legends one actually has an Autobot symbol right there, and these two don't have that. So this one's the only one that has that paint on top of the cockpit. Very interesting. I like that. And then, of course, the Japanese Legend one actually does have this, has some of the treads in silver right here. Let's see, is that on both sides? Yeah, it is on both sides. So it's on the underside here too. And then you see it here on that side. So, interesting. So, well, let's take a look at the Headmasters themselves, and I'm going to pull out the Headmaster for the Walmart exclusive version of this figure. Let's take a look at him. And there we go. We have, well, he looks pretty good. Yeah, he's got his eyes painted there, and I believe the face is painted, and you can see it's a little sloppy. So that gray just went thump on the top, but all in all, it looks pretty nice. It has the silver screw in the middle right there, and there's the head, you know, which is not the... Alright, let's get the Titans Return version out, and then we'll do a little comparison of that. So here's the Titans Return version, and this is what they gave us here. And if you look, they did paint the face. It's a little bit, if you look really carefully there, yeah, it's okay. But compared to the Walmart exclusive one, the plastic looks a little bit darker brown on the Walmart exclusive one. And on this one here, you can see for sure that the painting, it actually looks a little bit better on this Walmart reissue. And then let's take a look here. And you can definitely see it in the heads in the back here. This is more of a toy accurate. I believe in the Rebirth American version in the comic, it looks just like, you know, looks like this. This here reminds me of the Headmasters one. So this is the Walmart exclusive one. This is the Titans Return one. So all in all, pretty interesting. Now let's take another look here. We'll pull out the Japanese Legends ones they also had released around the same time that the Titans Return ones were out, and you can see right here painted pretty similar. Let's see here, is that how's that looking? Not bad for the paint job. At least it's not slopped on there like that, see? So you can see it's a little, it appears to be a little bit lighter, or this seems to be more of an olive green, this one here. So that's fascinating. pretty interesting stuff. And then, of course, if we take a look back here, and we just turn around the head, so this is the Walmart one here. And you can see the paint looks a little different, but the head sculpts are very much the same. And that's, I think that was part of the, I don't know if it's part of the point of it, but, and I don't know, I'm going to have to look, but this here, this appears to be, maybe they modified this art to match the head here. Just saying. So anyway, so yeah, let's put these guys aside. I'll put the Japanese Legends here. And by the way, the Japanese Legends ones also has something else that the other two do not, and that is this little thing here. Just since we're doing a full comparison, and this comes packaged with it in the Japanese version. They painted this, and I think they sold this separately, but it actually transforms into like a jet-like thing, and you can sit Duros right in there. He can sit in there, or he can go upside down or whatever, but you know, you can see right here there's some little missiles here. They didn't paint them or anything. It's a weird little jet, but lots of silver on this thing. They did paint a lot of silver there. They didn't paint these missiles though, but then he turns into a tank thing, and well, that's about the end of that. So, but we're really here to talk about this thing here. So, man, do I like this. This is such a great this is a great looking mold, you know, minus a little bit of paint slop. So, and I do like how they've picked these out. They've painted these. I like those apps. Those are really neat. And then I like how it's a little bit darker. So, let's get this thing transformed, shall we? So I'm going to remove this gun here. Set that aside. And the first thing you want to do, you can pull these out to the side like this, and then we're going to take this right here and flip this up, and then we're going to pull these out. There's actually pegs here. They're pegged in, so you can unpeg them, and you can see this slot goes into the peg. The peg goes into the slot in his leg. That's how it's secured. Then you unsecure it there. Pull those out. Then stretch these all the way down, and then this will lock in place right there. And then you can flip out the foot. And if you look at the other one, it's the same thing, but just to give you a little bit better view of this, this will slide right into here and lock into there. And then you'll flip out the foot on this one. Alright, now, and then you pull this out, and then this will just, this will tab into there. And then you can fold this down. This will fold down here. This slot will pretty much go right there. And you'll fold this back down like this. And then this will tab into that. So we'll go ahead and do that. There. And give it a little squeeze. Alright, and then straighten out the arms. And then just pull them straight out. And they kind of angle like this. So, and then you can pull out the wrists. And just pull that out. And then you can straighten out the shoulder to match. Do the same thing on the other side. And there. And, okay, so we got that. And now let's go on ahead, get the Headmaster transformed. We'll fold this. You basically just fold it in half, right? And then do that. And then we'll plug it in right there. Bang. Well, cool. Alright, and well, there you go. You have Hardhead in his robot mode. You can give him his gun here. Alright, there we go. And he's looking pretty good there, man. Look at that. He's got some paint apps here. That looks great. I don't know if that's meant to look like the original toy. Again, I've never owned the original toy. Around the crotch area, he's got some of the good paint there as well. I like, of course, the the stuff I pointed out on the tread areas are pointed out. You know, they look really good there. The head feels a little bit loose, quite honestly, on this. It is pushed down all the way. And then you have, here it is from the back. And you can take this. Let's see if it'll work. This is a little loose on here, honestly, but what you can do is you take this, I believe, and you can kind of aim it on his shoulder. So it'll fit like right there. If you look, it's a good fit. So you could have it like that, and he could just hang out like that with this big old bazooka cannon on his shoulder. If not, you can always just fold it back up, and then it just fits right in just like it did in the other ones. So yeah, it's pretty nice. And yeah, you can do all sorts of things. You can kind of do the squat. There, you can do the squat. Yeah, and he actually stands on that. So yeah. So there. Not bad. You can have him in a running pose. Yep. So, hey, it looks pretty good. So let's go on ahead and let's do some comparisons. Actually, if you want to take a look here from the back, that's what he looks like from the back. I haven't shown you guys that already. Alright, so let's put him in front of his box, and let's get these other guys transformed. Not gonna... let's see here now. We'll do this really fast. Oh yeah, you can... I'm not doing it exactly the same. Wow, did you see that? Just popped right out. There we go. Flip. Open, flip out. Take this, tab in, flip down, flip there, tab, and then do the legs. You can do it in any order you like. The end product should look, well, pretty much the same. And actually, yeah, there we go. Alright, tab, flip out. And then let's get him in his pose. And then let's the Headmaster on, transformed, and plug his head in. And doesn't feel as loose on this Japanese one. Alright, so there we go. And then let's get the Titan's Return guy in. Here's the Titan's Return one. We'll call him the original. Not really, but this is the first mold that I was introduced to was this one. And you know, and I happen to have these, and I thought that it would be good just to do a comparison of all three of these. And I'm going to be doing this with the rest of the Headmasters, guys. So stay tuned to the channel for that. And you know, you can see if you had one or if you would like to try to pursue it. However, I would tell you that I really like the Walmart ones quite a bit. So I think that they're really, really good. So now this is, like I said, this is the Titan's Return version here. And this one here has quite a bit of, I mean, it's nice as well. So, but of course, the head sculpt is different. Now, if that matters to you, you might want to go after it. So you might want to chase after it, because it does not. This the Walmart one does not come with that. So let's get these guys all lined up and posed in similar ways. How's that? Okay, so there they are, the trio. And this one on the right, of course, is the Walmart one. We've got the Japanese Legends one here. And then we have the Titan's Return version. And all in all, I would say this one's great. And you can see, you can compare some of the paint apps. They're very similar. Actually, they're very similar in these. But neither one of these have the paint apps here on the shins. Or on the thighs, I should say. Those are the thighs, right? He has some light paint apps on these treads for the Japanese version. But this Walmart version here, I do like the paint on this one. I like the colors on this one. I think it just pops out really well. I do like the head sculpt on this one. It does invoke the toy, you know, and it's just the way it looks is pretty neat. And I like the colors in all three of these. So But if you had to have a choice, I would say that this one here from Walmart is pretty nice, you know. So, you know, the head sculpt might be the only thing really that you might think that is a little bit that might be an issue for you if you really are looking for something like that. But yeah, so there we go. I'm going to go ahead and put these two aside. And so yeah, I like the paint apps on these shins. They're just that's just kind of cool. The head sculpt's good, although it feels a little loose. You can always fix that with some floor wax, like Pledge floor polish. There's plenty of videos out there that show you how to do that. But man, this is neat, and I do like that. Neither one of them have the paint on top of the canopy there. So yeah, so there you go. Hey, thanks everyone for joining me, and I'll be doing more of these in the coming weeks ahead. So thanks for tuning in. If you like the video, go ahead and give it a like. Thank you very much. Peace.